Hello, hello, I'm Bella, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna continue on with the 2.3 quest line. Alright, so we're recruiting the realm. Gotta go talk to Alfie. At Nafka's altar. Going to Conjurer's Guild. My audience with the Elder Seedseer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Okay, it seems like there's a couple here. Well, I guess they're all on the side, so that's good. Oh, it's you. Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face that I see upon my release be yours? Eh, could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler, and a regular patron at Buscaron's. I kind of want to say, who? It's like, you're so insignificant. I'll do that. Who? Laurentius. I was selling maps and supplies to Garleans before you and those red-bellied poachers mopped the forest floor with my erstwhile employers. Here now, just how many criminals have you dealt with that my ignominious tale ignites not the slightest flicker of recognition? The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matters stand, the Woodwheelers will have naught more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's toll, you say. I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I am a changed man. I'll hold you to it. I'll punch you in the face. Let's go this way. Oh, it's these guys. Princey, behave. No. He's trying to get at my roses. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get. No. Go. Go away. Leave my roses alone. Isildur. My back is perfectly fine, I tell you. You'll have to tie me to my bed if you think to prevent me from... Ow. Well, perhaps I will rest for just a short while. You're old man. There's a heating pack. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Bella, isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperbell Mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then. But look how far you've come. Mother Mion tells me it was you who fell the fearsome black wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. If you would have me, I would be glad to join your new company. I shall make the revenant's toll once I've escorted my dear friend back home. Yes, do that. This guy, I think he's too old to recruit. He would offer this old man a place in your company of champions. I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. I must respectfully refuse your invitation. Your proposal promises new beginnings, but I am shackled to the sins of the past. By my own oath am I made prisoner, my chains forged of guilt and unforgivable cowardice. You gotta let that guilt go, man. It was out of your control. You can only do what you could have. And that was to drag the bodies away. Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Respectable. We are come to the Whaling Barracks, home of the Woodbalers, the keepers of the peace within Britannia. Visitors are welcome to observe the Lancers in training. More than a few have been inspired to join after doing so. I think she always says that. Well, I guess that was all. So now we can, no, we can just walk through. Oh my god, it's a corgi! It's a corgi! Does it have a corgi butt? Does it have a cute corgi butt? It does! Oh my god, I want one. No, it's this way. What news, Bella? For my part, the Elder Seatseer was most amenable to our requirements. A former woodwhaler and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. It's off to Ul'dah. Is it fire being? From Arcanist, I think. Oh duh, the gilded city, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final lake proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Bella. Alright, go to Steps of Thaw. Is it gnawed? Maybe thawed. Okay. Guess we can come here. Oh, it's this guy. Wait, you're the lady who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't. I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Anyway, that disaster really got me to thinking about our homeland and about that outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated, and vowed to make for myself a more worldly man, so here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I've prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. See. Okay. I guess we could just run around. Wait, was it here? No. I'll just go this way. We're seeing people we haven't seen forever along our journey. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I am Arson of the Church of St. Andama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on Drybone's less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion? Thickard, wasn't it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek, then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. I can never abandon the children or my work at the Lich Yard. I will, however, pray for your success. Well, thanks. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new-fashioned manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you are wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Pray take your crude affections elsewhere. Bitter snows is the only love I require. You're mistaken my intentions. Aye, you'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Peril Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours, and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. My advice, soldier, cut your ties and run. Your shining company be naught but a puppet that dances to syndicate's tune. Probably agree. Okay, there's one more over here. A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Fine. How fared you, Bella? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? A single Alamegan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Bella. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution, carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for an united Eorzea. Is that us leaving?
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
Can't trust the government.
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing?
It's gotta be tough. She's just a figurehead. She can't really do much.
Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
No, give her a hug. No.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
I love how he's like this big guy, but he must give great bear hugs. Alright, rising stones. Hi, Taya. Hi. Oh. Chewy. Take care not to drown in its literal puppy dog eyes. Oh my god. Alright, I'll give you foods in exchange. Yes. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you. Alright, what is this? I'm more of a cat person, but I love other people's dogs. A small breed of dog native to the New World, this adorable critter was brought over to Eorzea by Lumen's sailors. Inquisitive and enthusiastic, it stands ever ready to embark on an adventure with you, but never says no to a spot of frolicking. With the primal threat presently subdued, now is the perfect time to focus on new endeavors. Alphino has long been laying the groundwork for this organization of his, and he looks to you to help turn his proposal into reality. Pray lend him what aid you can. Okay, she's saying the same thing. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Bella. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. My grandfather formed the Circle of Knowing in the hopes that, through the culmination of knowledge, Eorzea might be saved from disaster foretold. A band of champions brought together by a common goal to lead our realm to a better tomorrow. Though our means may differ, I would like to believe I do him proud in undertaking this new endeavor. You do, Alfie. You do. Heretical harassment. Minfilia appears eager to welcome you back to Revenant's Toll. Greetings, Bella. Alphino tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Science shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Totaro is cooperating with Alphino to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slathborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is aught he requires? Would you speak with Slathborn and offer to ease his burdens? The town was already fit to burst with adventurers and refugees and the like, and I fear the addition of Alphino's recruits has only added to the chaos. You say anything else? Alright, you say the same thing. Okay, everyone else is the same. Always gotta check. Yes, you can't beat Fat Cat. What can I do for you, Bella? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Science. I barely noticed your recruits arrive. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slaffborn, the shipment. We couldn't... Gods, woman, what befell? We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions embarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. They were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There is naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Ferton. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Bella, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Ferton? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain Lord Haurchefant will be glad of your assistance.
Yes, indeed.
And I can talk to you. I've never so completely failed in a task, but those heretics, they fell upon us like wintry demons. Akasi Harshi. No, this way. Bashful bunny. Aren't you freezing? Put some pants on. Well, well, if it isn't my fine friend, Belle Stardust. Would you care for a plate of roast kakakul? Some mulled wine? No? Ah, I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. When the cold sets in. What's this? Nothing for me. Gold it is. Lord Haurchefant awaits confirmation of the reason for your visit to Camp Dragonhead.
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurth's soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Forton does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait? Halone's blessings be upon you! Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Will you have a hot mug of cocoa? And a warm lap to sit in? I want to sit in your lap. I'll be the cat. No, Harshy's bro. Alright, where am I going? Gemma? They do a really good job when making these maps feel cold. Doesn't help that a winter storm is blowing through. Thankfully it doesn't snow here. Does someone just crash land around me? Bella, welcome, welcome. You'll be pleased to know that the repairs to Stone Vigil proceed apace. We shall rebuild sure and strong, that the Javanians might batter themselves senseless against our shield in the west. I would venture, however, that matters of masonry are not what brought you to Whitebrim. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the Fury. But you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess, then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhaps you would care to question one of their recent victims. As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a traitor was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow, and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Will you speak with the merchant in our infirmary? The account of his unpleasant experience may aid you in chasing down your query. Off to the infirmary. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to Whitebrim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground, and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals, they were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze, and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived it all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. 'Tis likely they've taken my cargo to Snowcloak, hardly the most hospitable of places at the best of times. No, I believe I'll cut my losses rather than risk meeting with those bloodless fiends again. Okay, search at Snowcloak. You're all dead. It is Crocs. Creep me out. God, draw your weapon, foul. Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You are come seeking heretics. Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced to cross one of their raiding parties, and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths. I felt their presence. We glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best were we to return to Whitebrim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Drummond. We cannot risk rushing blindly into ambush. Lord Drummond must be informed before we proceed any further. Bella, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. that they should be bested so handily. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. 'Twould be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Haurchefant of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Return to Camp Dragonhead and report all you have learned to Lord Haurchefant. He must know of Snowcloak's secrets. Let's get back.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody.
Has such an imagination.
But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart?
He's so tall.
Indeed. And this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Pray tell the frontier hands to fret not over stolen supplies. 'Tis but a pittance compared to the rewards we shall reap for having a solid stronghold in Mordona. Back to Revenant's Toll. Ooh. Look at her Reaper. That's awesome. Where are you? Where are you? Somewhere. Oh, there you are. No. We gotta come to Slackborn. Bella, 'tis good to see you return to the Toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Kurthus? House Vuitton is to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Haurchefant for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alphinaud's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Brave new companions. I like the hat. Even though I don't wear hats. Slughborn has news on the progress of the inaugural ceremony. While you were away in Kurthis, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand? Tataru yet seemed buried in details for the upcoming ceremony. I imagine she might appreciate the aid of a reliable adventurer.
Tataru! These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file the lot in my wastepaper basket. Ah, Bella, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid. Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to new recruits? They're scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You'll want to report directly back to Alphinaud if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose.
Acting as the delivery person. Was there someone in here? No. Must be outside. You Hase? Those who believe that this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of one's tis an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. Ultramarine uniform, a deep blue uniform crafted specifically for Alphinaud's new trial organization. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be wealth aplenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses. An opportunist. I began as a humble Aetheryte guard, yet as you have witnessed, I stand poised to join the rise of a glorious new order, where before my pockets were empty, now shall they bulge with coin. It's money-focused. That's all he cares about. Laurentius is up here. You're still all just searching. I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. I have no idea either. Ah, our new uniforms. I reminded of my induction into Woodwheelers. No, I fail to see what so engages their attention. Right? What are they looking at? Is it... Look out? I see nothing. I see nothing. Did I miss someone over here? No, they must be out. This scarlet garb makes me as a proud member of the Maelstrom, and a hardy defender of Limsa. Yet in truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Oh-ho, now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. Forgive me for shedding the red, Admiral, but I must devote my efforts to the greatest good. This guy. I don't believe we've met. I am Ilbert, and I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose to the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. Uniforms are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is, essentially, a band of strangers. I was barely more than a refugee myself for a time, and I know what it is to be without hope. I shall do my utmost to see this company succeed. I guess they're behind. Come this way. Bella Stardust. Gods, I did not expect to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. 'Tis an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride. I have followed the deeds of the Scions with the greatest awe and admiration. To fight at your side has long been a dream that I can scarce believe is coming true. Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll, that this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. I've never worn aught quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. 'Tis not that I enjoy baring my skin. You understand. Thanalan was simply very hot. Never mind. Yeah, the desert is hot. It's understandable. No, I think they just like to show off their rippling muscles. That's what they like to do. Let me see, I think it was up here. Aha. Hello there, lass. Looking for me, was he? I suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I'd hear it amongst all the bustle. Oh-ho, proper uniforms and all. This thing'll cut off the blood to me head. Not to worry, though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Here's hoping I don't run across any of me old mates wearing this outfit. I'll have their laughter ringing in me ears for days. Riel's cool. I like it. Were they also up above? Oh. Aha. Isildur has at last retired from the adventures of life, though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit. I am excited to forge my own path forwards. Ah, yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Do the others have their uniforms already? I should really be on my way before the ceremony begins. I'll make you proud, Isildur. Yes, Bella? Tatara mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you've now met the rest of the recruits? Some few answer the calls to arms, put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there is much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I'd thought of a name for the company? 'Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draws near, Bella. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one. Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed.
I look like such a proud mother.
Come, take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all! For the freedom of all!
The baby boy's grown up. He's formed a company. That is a pretty blue, though.
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were. We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
I stand with you, Alfie.
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12. I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. Yes, I shall pass on your words to Eorzea.
Is this the first time we've heard of Kryl? Must be.
My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well? I wonder, have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans? Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelind's silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are oncoming fierce this day. This looks so cool. No pun intended. It's cool and cold. And the Pope makes his scene. I like that. It's like the contrast of like the angel and devil on each of your shoulders, although they're both devils. Alright, well there you have it for the 2.3 questline, the Defenders of Eorzea. So Alfie, as the proud mom as I am, I'm happy that he created his company, although I kind of already know ahead of the story a bit, but I immerse myself in the moment. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud of him. And so next time, we'll be learning more with Harshi and going into the cold. What was it? Dreams of Ice, I think it was called, the next quest line. Alright, so give a like and subscribe to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!